So if you could reflect back and be honest, what would you have done differently, or what would you have improved on, or what would you have worked on, or what would you have done to put yourself in, not to say a better position, but like, to maybe have gotten to get close to where you want to get.
Mm,
Like if you could talk to younger self Bryan at like 14, right? An age where, you start to kind of think about, is this what I want to do? Especially going
yeah,
forward. I mean, it sounds like you had that dream really early on, but
yeah.
would it be training, and would it be training a certain way? Would it be working on your non-dominant foot? Would it be watching more games and like analyzing it? Would it be working on your body? Would it be working on your mind? Like what for you would you have wanted to improve on?
Definitely working on my body, eating. If you want to be a pro, you got to treat yourself like a pro, even if you're not a pro. So you got to do everything they do. And I wish I could have done that and started earlier. If everyone does that when you're younger and you do that throughout the whole time, you have, I'm not going to say it's going to happen, but you have a pretty good chance of achieving that goal and dream for sure because you're going to be ready for
Mm-hmm.
anything. But yeah, you just got to treat yourself like a pro. They didn't get there by eating pizza and hamburgers and fries and chips. I'm sure they have some, but I mean, you just gotta eat right, train right, treat your body well, recover, everything just day and night, sleep early, wake up early, and do the same thing all over again.
So you kind of like laid it out. So is that your vision of a, not like perfectly, but obviously, like, is that what you envision as a professional athlete body, like that kind of routine?
Yeah, being on a diet, training every day, um, recovering every day. I mean, I'm sure they have times where they go and have fun and everything, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure they don't go out every weekend. They don't, you know, they don't do anything. I'm sure there's players that do, but they're not as successful for sure,
Mm.
you know. But yeah, definitely treating your body well is big, big part of
So,
soccer.
so it sounds like when you look back, that what age would you have felt that it would be necessary for you to start that? I mean, I know I love what you said,
Mm,
because what you said is actually what a friend of mine, a colleague of mine said. So my colleague would ask a player, "What's your dream?" And if the player said to be a pro, and he would say, "Well, it starts now, like today." Like,
yeah,
just exactly the way you said it. So it was really cool how you said it. What age do you feel like that's appropriate, or is it more like the drive, the appetite of the player that should determine that?
I think it's just the drive of the player because you can't just force yourself into um starting to train like a pro and then working like a pro is not. I mean, you can't just grow into it. You gotta love it. So I guess it's just on the player. You can't really say an age. And
So you
it's
would be
never.
comfortable if you had a future little Bryan, and he was 8 years old, and you can tell he just fell in love with soccer. Would you slowly start having him do a little bit more, and then like if he wanted to do more, you would add more, or would you say no, I'm gonna wait until he gets like a little bit older?
As soon as he turns one, then no, 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 yeah, yeah. I wouldn't push him too much because he's still little. But if he's the one that wants to keep playing and kicking the ball or anything, that's fine with me. And if he wants to start training or something, then
Hmm.
I'll train him. But I don't want to force anything onto my kids. They can they'll figure it out on their own.
Mm.
Though I'm sure they'll love it. They have to. It's in our blood.